is very excited about the Atlanta Hawks this upcoming season, and for good reason. But the one thing that is not being discussed with them is the fact that Trae Young is going to be a free agent next summer. Mark Spears recently talked about the fact that he has not been offered an extension, and he is disappointed that he has not gotten one. And for the first time in Trae's career, they have real defensive infrastructure around him. They might be able to start him with 4 positive defenders going into next season. Between Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Johnson, Zachary Richeche, and then, of course, Porzingis, who they just got. Trae could end up having a career year, and the Hawks could end up winning upwards of 50 games and win a playoff series, and then they're in a sticky situation. They haven't really wanted to commit to Trae. They've been kind of iffy about it the last few years. His name's been brought up in trade rumors. He obviously has not gotten the extension yet. And De'Aaron Fox getting paid is another wrinkle in this. De'Aaron Fox just got a 4-year extension. And say what you will about Trae Young, but Trae Young is a better player than De'Aaron Fox. Now, you can nitpick all you want with this, oh, well, maybe De'Aaron Fox is a better second option along Victor Wembanyama, and then you have Trae, who has to be a number 1 option, but the bottom line here is that Trae Young on your team gives you a top 10 to 12 defense anytime he's on the court. And next season, a lot of teams have more cap space than the past few years. You have teams that might look to take a step up, like the Nets or the Wizards, teams that might miss out on big stars that they're targeting. And while Trae isn't like an A-plus level star, he's one of the best B-level stars in the NBA, an incredibly effective playmaker. Like I said, if you have him on your team, you're gonna have a good offense. And I kind of don't really care that you might be worried that he can't be the best player on a championship team, because honestly, the large majority of teams in the NBA never have a shot to win the championship anyway. I had this debate on my podcast the other day about the Washington Wizards. Why wouldn't the Washington Wizards be all over Trae Young? I know everyone loves to fall in love with the idea of the long term with teams and what they could become, but Trae Young could take you from a team that is a basement dweller in the Eastern Conference and has been for a few years now and make you into a competent team. Combine that with the fact that I think most of their best prospects and players project to be ancillary talent around a star. I think that Trae could have a real market in a way that I didn't really see coming. But the long story short on this is the fact that Trae Young is still one of the 10 to 15 best offensive engines in the NBA, and most teams don't have an offensive engine. My one cause for concern with the Hawks this year is that things are a little bit iffy. Let's say Porzingis gets hurt like he usually does. Let's say Jalen Johnson can't stay healthy, or let's just say the team doesn't live up to the expectations that they've set for themselves in preseason. Trae Young could technically ask for a trade. He probably won't,